Rockson Ayine Bukari, has indicated his willingness to work together with people. He has a problem on his hand. It's about how to unite the Bolga people. Because you know, as a former registrar, there is a problem in Bolga about chieftaincy. How do you intend to approach that?
Mr. Chairman, as at now, the matter is in the hands of the mandated institutions, that's the Regional House of Chiefs and the courts. As I'm going there as the regional minister, my duty is to ensure that there is peace and security in the place so that Bolga can then we try to dialogue and see how we can get a solution to it. I am done. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'm particularly interested in this region because my wife is also from the region, my mother is from this region, and the road from Bolga all the way to Fumbisi, Wiesi, and that catchment area is a problem. It's a major issue for the people. I want to know, there's been a contractor on the road, but the work is stalled. What are you going to do to ensure that that Fuful, Navrongo, Sandema, Wiega, Fumbisi road, all the way to the overseas, is opened up? And also the issue of tree felling. The rosewood tree felling is happening a lot in the Fumbisi, Wiesi, Kanjaga, Jeningsa area. What are you going to do as regional minister to bring these issues under control? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, when I get back to Bogatanga, I'll meet my technocrats. And then meet them the highways, whether they are under federal roads, urban roads, I have to meet them, and then discuss with them to give me the gaps, what we do, and then we know where to pass. And then I'll come down to Accra to see my minister in charge of roads, and then plead with him that Upper East Region we are suffering. The roads are too bad, so come and visit us. I'll give you Guinea meat to eat and then solve our roads for us. So that's what we are going to do.
All right. He wanted to know about the rosewood. What do you think should be done about the felling of trees, the few trees that are, there's a help out of them?
Before I came here, I met the forestry department, and then some other Minister of Education, Agriculture, especially forest department. They have been felling down the trees there, and then the animals don't get in the proper business. I warn them that when I come, they will stop all this nonsense because the animals are suffering.
Please, nonsense is not accepted here.
I will apologize. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Mr. Chairman, forgive me. So I'll meet the forestry people and we'll talk. And I'll tell them to stop all this, it's no good. They bring the Sahara getting to Bogatanga. I want the Sahara to go back to Burkina Faso. So I'll tell them. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Under Article 256, as the regional minister, you will be the representative of His Excellency, the President, in the region. What are the specific functions to be performed by the regional minister?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As the regional minister, I'm in charge. I'm in the regional coordinating council. I know the work of the regional coordinating council. We are to monitor, coordinate, and evaluate the activities of the district assemblies and the region and other departments, and also to approve their bylaws and other things. So this is what I'm going to do, and everybody will be involved. The technical men will also, technicals will also help me to move the region well. So we shall comply with that article you have referred to, and things will go on well. I'm done.
Honorable nominee, congratulations. I must say that reading about you, a lot of people in the Upper East region are excited that you were nominated to be their regional minister. Listening to you here, I'm just wondering if all the guinea fowls haven't flown to Burkina Faso. The guinea fowls you are promising, we're told they have all flown to Burkina Faso. And I'm just wondering if you can deliver the guinea fowls you are promising, because your party in the last campaign indicated to Ghana that all the guinea fowls have flown to Burkina. But my question is, I saw a petition that was written when you were MCE for Boku. Is that correct? Or Bolga, sorry. When you were MCE, to the then president, President Kufuor, alleging that you misappropriated 50 million cedis when you were a registrar at the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs, and it was subject of investigation by the Serious Fraud Office. How was that matter settled, if indeed what I saw is true?
This is news to me. Mr. Chairman, this is news to me. Nothing like 50 million Upper East Regional House of Chiefs. The president at that time was...
That was in 1999 when you were... So 15 million cedis at that time, I'm sure it's not the same as 15 million cedis today.
This is news to me. I never...
1999, he couldn't have been the DC. You could get your factor.
House of Chiefs. House of Chiefs.
At that time, 1999, I was not the registrar at that time, and I'm happy that the president of the House is presently here, the Pagapio, and there is nothing like that about 50 million cities at that time. Pagapio was the president. He's right now here. There's nothing like that, so I'm surprised. Maybe the fellow who has written it, I don't know where he has got this information, but there's nothing like that.
Well, Mr. Chairman, maybe if just for the records, I may submit to you a publication that the Chronicle did then, and an interview that he granted the Chronicle and said that it had been investigated by Serious Fraud Office. He gave reasons, so I'm surprised at his response. But because of this, I may give you a publication of the Chronicle and the interview that was attributed to him by the Chronicle at the time. Thank you.
The Palgo is a nominee listening to the question. The Palgo tomato factory and then the Bolga meat factories, they are all not doing very well. Where do you think they sit with the MPP promise for one district, one factory, and the job creation?
Mr. Chairman, I'm very happy that these two factories are in two districts, the Talsi district and then the Bolgatanga municipality. About the Bolga meat factory, we're trying to work out things so that it will be an abattoir. And I've already started working on that one. And very soon, the interested parties will be in Bolga to inspect the place and make it an abattoir, so that at least it will serve the people of Upper East Region, especially the districts around, and even come up to Walwale, where we can make it possible for the livestock breeding to come up again. The Ulugu livestock will also come back to being. So a lot of jobs will be created for the youth in the Upper East Region. About the tomato factory, that's the area that I have to meet the technical men, the technical know how we can map out things and see how it will be put to use. And maybe we invite partners to come and help us in that aspect. So this is what I'm going to do.
There is this promise to establish the establishment of the livestock, the development centers, knowing that the people of your region largely also rear animals. How will you be able to tie these livestock development centers with the rearing of animals within your region?
You have the Boku zone, that's the western side, and you have the Bonoboto zone, and you have the Navrongo Pumbisu zone. So this way, I have to sit with the technical men and also map our distance and see whether it is possible to have these livestock centers established. Whatever way it will be helpful to the people of Upper East Region is what we are going to adopt with the advice of our technical men.
Mr. Chairman, my last question. On NPP Manifesto page 17, they promised to develop tourist sites. Do you think you have some tourist sites in Upper East? And if yes, how do you intend to meet this manifesto promise to develop those tourist sites in Upper East region?
Mr. Chairman, we have many travels like the Paka Kokota Pond, the Tongo Hills, And then there are some other areas in China area, Whistling Rocks in China area, so that we put up, just have to tell you, when I get to them, the technical men will do the work for me. My duty is to give them the political will, the political support, motivation, and then the work will be done. Simple. So there's no problem about that.
You were MCA for Bolga, and today, thanks to God and thanks to this committee and parliament, if you become minister for the Upper East region, what do you want to be remembered for?
When I was the MC, I'm being remembered because of one or two things I did. I established something like, Bolga was just the cleanest municipality. The cleanest municipality under my term of office. And then again, revenue mobilization. We also adjudged the best in the whole country. I adopted some methods. That was all soundboards, billboards. The assembly, they were paying money to assemblies. And then again, sanitation, shop to street. I adopted that method, shop to street. Cleaning. If your shop, in front of your shop to the street, is not clean, we warn you 2 times, 3 times, we close your store. So Bolga was adjudged the neatest. Lorry parks to gutter. If lorry park to the gutter, it is not clean, your lorry station will be closed down. So everybody was involved in the sanitation issue. And they remember because of it. And there are certain things. I've also established the timber market where they didn't want to go out. I sent them there, and they're all happy. Again, cattle market, I've also sent them there. But when I became Bogatanga, to the roads are just terrible. As a regional capital, it's the worst regional capital I've ever come across. So I'll ensure that the roads are well catered for, and then Boga become a modern city like Wa. But Wa is now more beautiful than Bogatanga, which I'm not happy. So. Mr. Chairman, Honorable Yelkiri, he needs some Angola goat from me. I will assure him that when he comes to Boga, you get his Angolan goat. He shouldn't worry me.
Peace have eventually returned to Boku, and the NDC have mobilized a major contractor, a Galval Group, to do the Boga-Boku road. The contractor is assigned. I know that the Honorable Dr. Ayine is very particular about the meat factory and the development of the market in that area. There are many other chieftaincy problems in and around Boku and Bolga. What plans do you have to take advantage of the peace in Boku for the development and re-engagement of economic activities in Boku and the development of the Upper East generally? Thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, Boku is now very peaceful with the Inter-Ethnic Peace Committee and the Peace Council. Boku is very peaceful and ready for its usual activities. And then Bogatanga too, the problem too is in the hands of the mandated institutions like the House of Chiefs and then the courts. So my duty is to liaise properly with the security so that we maintain peace and security, so that the people go on with their normal duties well and we'll be okay. Then about the development of, the Boku Road, I think we'll cooperate with the highways people, those who are monitoring and supervising them. We'll let them supervise properly and the work will be going on well, so that we'll see what we can do, so that we'll have a very fine road from Boga to Boku. Because it will serve 3 districts. If that road is fed, it will serve 3 districts and it will be okay going up to Togo. So I think that is the first thing we have to do. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
My final question is tolerance in the Upper East region and the management of conflicts. What will you do, given your personality, to manage that?
Mr. Chairman, I've served the chiefs for a very long time as the registrar of the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs. I started as a traditional council registrar at the Confederation, became the registrar of the House of Chiefs. And the chiefs are all my fathers. I regard them as my fathers. So if there's any problem, I meet them with their wisdom. We'll be able to get solutions to most of the problems, and there will be peace in the Upper East region. So I know very well the chiefs are behind me. You can see all the paramount chiefs are here. The important one, the immediate past president of the Upper Eastern House of Chiefs, the Sakuti Naba is here. And then the paramount chief of Bongo is here. The paramount chief of Nandam is here. The chief of Yorgo, my uncle, is also here. The chief of Yargabisi is also here. So all these people, with their wisdom, they'll be behind me, and then they'll push me, and then I'll do the work proper. This is appreciation.
Chairman, I hope that they don't push him down. but Chairman, my final is Bolgatanga and the arts and culture industry, the weaving of basket, many of the Zango products, and youth unemployment. What will you do to take advantage of it to support addressing the unemployment of the young people in the Upper East region?
Mr. Chairman, you know, this is a very big problem, but we have to do our best. As I'm saying, when I get back, when you give me the approval and I get back, I'll sit with my strong team, my technical men, my chiefs, and then we see what we can map up for the youth to get employment. Then I'm talking about the Bolgatanga Abattoir with Honorable Dr. Ayine. We also make sure that that factory, that abattoir will be put to use, and we employ about 400 youth. You know, when you get 400 youth, their wives will also be getting something small, and there'll be no problem. There will be peace, so there's no problem about that. We'll do that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.